Stealth camping behind Newcastle Airport in a bush. Flights. Oh yes, Mandingos. Welcome back to the Blot Outdoor Show. And thank you for joining me on another serious stealth camping adventure. As you've seen, I'm next to Newcastle Airport. This is the garage at the petrol station, which is pretty much right next to it. We're going to take the short drive now, just a couple of minutes, round the back of the airport. And looking at Google Earth, it looks like there's a big grassy area, but the fence that separates the grassy area from the airport, you can see right through onto the runway. So there's a few flights scheduled to arrive tonight and in the morning, so hopefully we get some action on the old camaraderie, some footage, Nicki Minaj on my camaraderie of the planes coming in, landing. I don't think we'll get any taken off because of the way they go, you know, along the runway, but I think we'll get the ones coming back to Newcastle Airport. Yeah, looking on Google Earth, on this grassy area, there's just one bush sitting there on its own. And I'm not 100% sure if there's a spot where I can get in. So I've only brought me little bivvy. I only need a tiny little spot, guys, to squeeze my bivvy in. And once I'm deep in the bush, oh yes, we'll be having a few beers. I've got some nice Danish beers. We've got some nice whisky. Yes, so stick around for the world famous whisky review. Got some nice food to cook, a few snackaroonies, and as usual, we're probably going to talk loads of shite. You better believe you are. Okay then guys, I'm going to take the 2-minute drive round the back of the airport, and I'll bring you back when we're there. You know it makes total sense. Right. So here we are, folks. I've just parked up round the back of Newcastle Airport. This is where people come to watch the aeroplanes coming into land. As you can see, there's a couple there. There's a car just behind us, so that's probably their car. Why, I'm some Colombo. So it's going to be a tricky one. The bush I'm looking to camp in, I'll quickly show you guys. There it's there. That lone bush. Lone kid bush. But yeah, I've just been reading a couple of signs that's up. There's double yellow lines here, and it's really strict for parking here. Me being naive, just looking on Google Earth and Google Maps, I thought, yes, I'll just park around the back here. Happy dingoes, as they say in the doo-doing, but no, that's not going to be the case. I'm going to have to drive off and find somewhere to park. That's a bit of a bummer, but that's just the way it goes, man, dingoes. You're not supposed to drive any further along that way. So I'm going to have to go back out there. It's left I need to go, and there's even a sign there saying you can't turn left, so I'm going to have to turn right, quickly spin round, come back down there, find somewhere to park. Ideally, I could do with that couple buggering off, and I could quickly get over there, check the bush, and chuck me bag in, you know, me big rucksack with all me food and me drink. Then I could go and park up somewhere, and then quickly get back up with no Baghdad on me macaroni. But yeah, I'm going to sit and wait for 5 minutes. Fingers crossed these go. I don't think they're going to. I haven't checked any times for when the flights is coming in. That's what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. They're waiting for a flight coming in. So yeah, right. I'll bring you back when something else is happening. Rice. Come on then, my fansexuals. That couple is just gone. So let's quickly get up to this bush with me bag before any more people come to do some plane spotting. As you can see, there's a fence there, and there's a road where you get like patrol cars going round. Then there's another fence, and then you've got the proper airport land through there. Right, this is where we need to get. Oh shit. It's a bit dense. It's a bit like me, guys. It's a bit dense. Just one person spots me here, like, and I'm buggered because it's proper dodgy. Someone hanging around outside the airport with a big rucksack on, like something off what's it called, Die Hard 2. You know, when they're set up outside the airport. Let's have a look here, guys. Right, I think there's another car just pulled up, so let's have a look. This looks all right. Come on then. Oh yes, look at this. Patrol car just gone past there. Yes, look at this. It's a million times better than I thought it was going to be. Unbelievable. What you say there, guys? There's the fence just through there. We shall get some good footage of the planes coming in. And as you've already seen, you've seen one taken off. I didn't realise we'll get good footage of them taking off as well. Tremendous. Alright, oh god, just nearly smashed my camera. Right guys, I'm leaving my bag there. Let's go and park the car up somewhere safe, where I don't get a parking ticket or a fine or get clamped. I'll bring you back when I've getting parked up and I'm walking back up to the old bush dingo. Tricycles. I am bothered. That's it guys, that's me parked up. I've got about a 10-minute walk back down. I'll see you when we're trying to enter the bush dingo. Hi. So this is why I couldn't park here, folks. Parking notice. You are parking on private land. No parking, loading or unloading in this area. These premises are monitored by closed circuit television with 24-hour recording. Hope they haven't seen me getting in the bush. £60 fine, plus there could be shit that happens with the DVLA. You've got to pay to get your car back if it gets towed away. Would be absolute nightmare. Yeah, there's no one around, so let's make our way over to the bush. We'll get some gear laid out and we'll do a little bit plane spotting. Obviously I'm going to have a beer in a Winnie Mandela because my mouth is as dry as a nun's snatcheroonie. You better believe it is. Tiny little bush with a fantastic camping spot in. You cannot whack it. You cannot whack it, guys, as they say in the mountain villages of Patagonia. Right. Yeah, so I was just doing a bit camera work there, guys. Just pretending I'm doing a little bit amateur photography, if you know what I'm talking about, in case I'm getting watched. I can't see any cameras anywhere. But, you know, you would expect the security to be really high at a place like this. So we will have to play it absolutely cool in the gang. The all cool in the gangbang. There's definitely no one looking. No one around. Probably someone's watching us now, but what do you do? Let's get back in the bush. Oh yes. Okay then guys, time for a Danish beer. Yes. Cheers man dingoes. Yeah, just in that 5 or 10 minutes I've been here, I've just been clearing a space to put my bivvy down, kicking all the shite out the way. There's a patrol car went round twice, and it's obviously going to be one of them places where even during the night that isn't going to stop. It's going to happen all night long, in the famous words of Lionel Blair. So I'll have to be really careful later on when I've got the torch. It only has to be driving past there. You can see how close the road is. And if they see a torch lighting up in the bush and they come and check me out and I'm sitting in the bush with a big backpack, it does look proper dodgy, like I said. Like setting up to do something dodgy outside the airport. Like Die Hard 2. Why, I'm some Colonel Stewart. You know what I'm talking about, guys. Like I said, patrol car. There's another one. Oh no, that's just it wasn't a patrol car. That was just a normal car. Must be someone that works in the airport. But still, you only have to get a busybody to go and pull report in. There's a mandingo hiding in the bush. Someone's going to come and check us out. Even though I'm not doing anything wrong, I'll definitely 100% get moved on. Anyway, I think there's a plane due in from London in a few minutes, so let's step out the bush and see if we can get some footage of the plane coming into land. Pardonsky. Yeah, I've just been checking my phone for the arrivals and the departures, and that flight from London I was expecting in, it was ahead of schedule. It landed early, so we've missed that one, guys. It was a flight due to land coming from Southampton in an hour's time, and then half an hour after that there's another flight coming in, I think from Bristol, and then not long after that one there's one coming in from Barcelona. Oh yes. Warning, images are being monitored and recorded for the purpose of crime prevention, operational management and public safety. That doesn't put a mandingo off like me, guys. You know it makes sense, because this is the way of the mandingo. I brought me tarp as well, you know, because I've only brought me a little bivvy, and I brought me tarp just in case it started raining, so I could fasten it up somewhere above us. But when you're in there, it doesn't seem like there's any rain getting through, so I'm not going to bother. I'll just put my bivvy down, and it means in the morning I can get a quick getaway. Oh yes. Alrighty guys, it's starting to rain a little bit heavier now, as you can see. There's nothing happening. There isn't a flight due for another hour, so let's get back into Camp Mandingo. We'll have another can, we'll have some shots of whiskey. I'll get me seats set up so we can sit nice and comfy. I'll set me bivvy up later on, and I'll show you all my gear. I'll show you all my food and drink once I've had another beer and a couple of whiskies. We might as well talk some shite as well. I'm pretty sure after a couple of shots of whiskey I'll think of some shite to talk about to entertain you absolute legends of Fandingos. One more quick look, guys, because you can't be too sure. And let's get back in the camp. Look at this, man. Look at this. And I've got a football there as well that someone's lost. Timed that right. Another car going round. Missed it. Why, I'm some Steven Spielberg. Okay then, guys, let's get me seat up. Let's have another beer and a couple of shots of whiskey. Yes.
Sellers, your security van. Why, it's flash. Hey, mate. Hey, mate.
Oh yes, my Mandy Dingles, having a nice little chest warmer. I've had a few shots already. That was like nearly full. If you pour that into a whiskey bottle, it's half a bottle of whiskey. You better believe it is. It's absolutely lashing down outside now. There's a little bit rain getting through. A little bit rain woony. But not enough for me to worry about putting the tarp up. I'm not even going to put the bivvy up yet. I can put that up with my eyes closed, if you know what I'm talking about, guys. So, and I don't want to be stepping over it all night long, in the famous words of Tony Blair. So I'll put that up later on, guys. I've got loads of room here, as you can see. Look at this, nice and stretched out. Do you know what I mean? Enjoying a few whiskies. We've still got quite a while left for the next flight to come, about 40 minutes. Flight coming in from, did I say Southampton? The only thing is, these UK flights flying from somewhere in the UK to another part of the UK, they're just like small planes, aren't they? So there's nothing exciting to see. There isn't another departure now until 6 o'clock in the morning, but I think there's a few in the morning, so when we get up we might get some action of some serious aeroplanes taking off. But later on tonight there's a one coming in from Barcelona, so that'll probably be like a Sleazy Jet flight. I'm expecting that to be like a decent sized plane, so we'll get out for that and we'll get some footage of the old Sleazy Jet landing at Ponteland Airport, if you know what I'm talking about, Mandingos. Oh, yeah, like I said, I'm getting a little bit weird on us, but that's snout for a guy like me. It's absolutely snout to worry about. Well, we're just killing some time, so why not have a bit chit chat? You guys seem to enjoy when I waffle on and tell you some stories, and sometimes I exaggerate a bit. It's all just a bit comedy, but this is 100% genuine. I'm taking you back to when I was 17-year-old. Just get that camera under there, guys. I'm just hiding under the tree a bit. It is lashing down now. 17-year-old, my first holiday away from my parents. Me and two mates going to Benidorm. I was in Benidorm the year before on my last family holiday with my parents and their friends. So I knew the area round the Levante end. You know, is it the Levante Beach or the Levante Beach? God. Anyway, after about a week, because we were there for 2 weeks, we decided to go for a night in the Old Town. Just for a change. We got speaking to some people and they said, have you been to the Old Town yet? And we said, no, we haven't. They said it's got a great nightlife. Hope this... I'm putting my finger on there, guys, on the top of that, because it's like the charging point on the torch, and I don't want the Lorraine Kelly getting in it and breaking it. So yeah, from our hotel, if we walked without stopping over to the Old Town, would have took us about half an hour. So what we said was, we'll go like on a pub crawl, go in a pub for a pint, drink it obviously, walk for 5 minutes, stop at the next pub, get a pint, and just keep doing that. So by the time we got to the Old Town, bear in mind we were only 17, we were pretty much smash burgered anyway. So we get to the Old Town, and rather than just being in the bars and the pubs around the main street, we were going up all like the little back alleyways. If you've been to Benidorm, guys, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We were going up some little seedy back alleyways. Obviously the night was getting on. Anyway, we found our way into this little pub club. It said they had like a drag act on later on. We said, however, we'll get in, it'll be a laugh. It wasn't perverted or anything, it wasn't like anything sexual, just someone dressed up as a woman, singing and dancing, telling a few jokes. Yeah, good crack. So we'd go in there, we were knocking the shots back, a few drinks. Anyway, we got talking, well not me mate Kev, I'm not going to tell you his second name, me and the other lad, Mickey Jones, we were just sat there, like a couple of plums. But our mate Kev, he got chatting onto this bird. Oh, suit you, sir. Oh, She was like a supermodel. I mean, I'm 6 foot and she was taller than me, so I'm guessing she was about 6'2". Legs, oh goodness gracious me, the best legs I've ever seen. Legs up the armpits, as they say in the southeastern region of Mongolia. Anyway, Kev pulled this bird. Me and Mickey Jones are sitting there saying the jammy bugger. Do you know what I mean, guys? Anyway, me and Mickey Jones, we were just sitting having a bit crack on. Kev was like getting into her, having a bit neck on and all that. He bought her a few drinks. Next thing I know, Mickey Jones nudges me and I turns round, looks. He's Kev getting dragged off to the men's toilets with a sexy bird with her legs up the armpits. We were like, I don't believe this. The jammy bugger. How lucky is he? 15, 20, 25 minutes later, he emerged from the toilets. He had a smile like a Cheshire cat. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, big bird with her legs. She hooked up with her mate and them left. They buggered off. So we were like, come on then. What happened? Tell us what happened. You cannot keep it from us. We were like, did you give her one? I'm sorry guys if this is a bit naughty, but this is just the story of what happened. He said, no, he went, I didn't give her one. He went, I wanted to. He went, I tried to. He went, but you said no. He went, but she dropped down to her knees. She dropped down to her knees. Sorry guys, I know this is a family friendly show. I've got families watching this with the kids and elderly people, but this is the story. So I'll try and make it as polite as I can make it. I'll try and make it as family friendly as I can. I mean, I do have all my videos set on not for kids, adults only, so it's down to the parents' discretion if you let kids watch this. So I thought I'd just mention that. Anyway, he said no, she didn't let us give her one, but she gave us a BJ. That's the best way I can say it, guys. She gave me a BJ. We were like, oh, you jammy bugger. Do you know, obviously the language was a little bit more colourful than that, but I'm trying to like tone it down a bit. Anyway, I've got to be careful because it only takes a dog walk to walk around here, and I am bust a blood vessel. The night went on from there. The drag act was on. It was really good. It wasn't pervy or anything. It was a good time. Anyway, a few beers, a few more shots, vodkas, whiskey. We were drinking everything. Kev, who got the BJ, he was on cloud 9. He was knocking drinks back twice as quick as me and Mickey Jones. Let's get a drink, guys. And I'm just putting my finger on here, on top of where the water can go in the charging point of the torch. I'm looking around and I'm thinking it's weird in here. It's great, but it's weird. Bear in mind, we're only 17-year-old, wet behind the ears, naive, first holiday away from our parents. And Kev's in a world of his own by now. I turned to Mickey Jones, I went, it's fucking, sorry for swearing, it's fucking weird in here, like. And he went, and I'm thinking exactly the same thing. And then the coin dropped. The penny dropped, I should say, you know what I mean? We're in a gay bar. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I've got no problem. I know people are gay. I don't give a monkey's toss. I don't care if you're gay, straight, black, white, pansexual, vansexual. That's just... things like that don't bother me. Live and let live, as I say. But we realised we're in a gay bar. And it still didn't cross my mind anything about anything that happened that night. We were having a great time. There was a comedian coming on, and it was a blue comedian. When I say a blue comedian, I mean they're telling rude jokes. And the person up on the stage, like, you know, the host type thing, was saying, comedians coming on half an hour, folks. It's very rude. If you're easily offended, piss off. That's what he said as well. Do you know what I mean? Fair enough. If you're easily offended and you don't like rude jokes, piss off. So, about 5 minutes before the comedian was about to come on, I said to Mickey Jones and Kev smash burgered by this point. He's on cloud 9. He thinks he's hit the jackpot. I said to Mickey Jones, I'm going to go and get a quick slash Gordon. I'm bursting for a pee. So I go to the toilet and I'm standing there, wrecked. I had my hand up against the wall like that. You know, guys, proper swaying all over. Swaying Rooney, if you know what I'm talking about. I like that. Someone come next to us and they were getting a slash. They were getting a pee. Obviously, I didn't want to look. I'm looking straight ahead. Definitely now that we've sussed out it's a gay bar. I mean, it was a gay bar, but there was still like couples in, you know, husbands and wives, because they like to go in and watch the drag acts. Obviously, we're straight. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing queer about us. So I'm standing the bug in the toilet, looking straight ahead. Someone's come next to us. I'm doing my best not to look down in that direction. And the person that was next to us getting a pee just went, "Alright, mate, are you having a good night?" I said, "Aye, mate, champion." And I looked up. I couldn't believe my eyes. Fucking couldn't believe my eyes, guys. It was only the 6'2" bird with the legs up your armpits. Oh, I didn't even shake me willy. Straight in me pants. Straight back out to Kevin Mickey Jones. I was in a state of shock. I couldn't believe it. Like, can you imagine? 17-year-old, your mate just had a BG off her, off him. Do you know what I mean, guys? Absolutely unbelievable. I sat down. I went to tell Kev and he's just sitting there smashed. I said to Mickey Jones, "You know that bird Kev was with earlier on? The tall bird with the legs?" He went, "Aye." I went, "She's in the men's toilets." And he was like, "Oh, why? Big deal." I went, "No, she's been standing next to me with a willy in her hand, getting a slash Gordon." He was like, "What?" I said to Kev, me and Mickey Jones, Kev, you know that bird you're with? Look, we were like pointing. She come walking at the men's toilets. But he was that smashed. He was just like, "Alright, whatever." Right. After a few more drinks, we got a taxi home. We carried Kevin to the room. It's a little bit like the story when I tell you, my other mate, who I'm not going to name, in Amsterdam. But like, it's mad that this has happened to me twice. Well, it hasn't happened to me. It's happened to two different people that I know. But unbelievable. That was the joke, obviously, for the rest of the holiday. You're getting a BJ off a mandingo, if you know what I'm talking about, guys. He just thinks we'll wind them up. Obviously, me being a joker, I was always a joker all the way through school. A practical joker. A little bit of an idiot. So there was no way he was going to believe me. But Mickey Jones, he was as straight as a die. Lovely lad. Not a wind-up merchant like me. So I think after a few weeks after we got back from holiday, and even Mickey Jones was saying to him, "Look at mate, forget about what Chris says. I'm telling you, it was a bloke, it was a gadgie, it was a mandingo." I think Kev then realised we were telling the truth, but he still always said, "You're full of shit, you're full of shit," and he wouldn't accept it, if you know what I'm talking about. Can you blame him? Do you know what I mean, guys? But look, I'm not taking the mickey out of people that's gay or anything like that. I've got no problem. Live and let live, as they say in the gay bars of San Francisco. I couldn't give a monkey's toss. It's just a funny story that I thought I'd tell you. And I know sometimes I do talk a load of shite, but that is the God's honest truth. You better believe it is. And that's enough of me talking shite. I'm going to enjoy a few more shots of whiskey. And I forgot, I've got my Danish beer as well. Alrighty, when I bring you back, I'm going to show you all my food and drink. Rice cakes. Oh yes. I tell you what, the Danes make a lovely lager, or beer, as you should say. Chuck that down there, guys. Well, I've had no luck tonight, apart from that early plane that took off, and I've got the food-tage of that. It's now 9:10 at night, and there was supposed to be a flight landing. I can't remember where I said from, Bristol, at 9:15. Bear in mind it's only 9:10 now. I've just been checking on my phone for the Newcastle airport departures and arrivals. 9:10, one from Bristol at 9:15, and then another one from Barcelona, I said, at 9:30, and then I think there was a one from Ibiza at 9:35. And I've just checked my phone, and there's a tick next to all three of them. They've all landed. They must be landing on like another airstrip, like over there. Do you know what I mean? Because like I'm sitting here when I'm not recording, I'm sitting in silence, enjoying a beer, and there's been no loud noise of planes. Obviously the airfield is absolutely massive. Bigger than my big fat hairy spotty arse, if you know what I'm talking about, guys. Yeah, so pardonski, I've missed out. Can you hear people shouting over there? Over there there's some trees, and I think beyond that there's some football pitches. Being this time of night, I'm guessing it's like five-a-side football, where you've got the artificial grass and you've got the floodlights up, but you can hear people shouting and bawling. When you're sitting quiet like this, it makes you go it makes you go like that, guys. What the hell is going on? Yeah, but it's fantastic. Look, you've seen the aeroplane taking off later on. You've seen how close I am to the airport, so you know I'm in a genuine stealth camp. When I'm sitting relaxing, there's cars and vans. There was a police car about 20 minutes ago went round the perimeter. There's like a little road that goes all the way around the perimeter of the airport, just behind the fence. But unluckily for me, I haven't been recording at that time. I've got no doubt I will get some good footage at some point. It's all pure luck. You've exactly got your phone in your hand and you're recording, and something happens as quick as a flash, if you know what I'm talking about. I don't give a monkey's toss. I'm not out for that. I'm out for a camp. Like I've said a million times before, guys, I come out camping, I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm having the time of my life, a few beers, a few whiskies, and I record my journey as I go along. And to the minority, the very small minority, if you don't like it, bugger off, you don't have to watch. But to all you absolute legends, thank you so much for tuning in every week. I'm just making this up as I go along, so literally when I press stop, after I've spoken to you now, when I press stop on the old camaraderie, I don't know what's going to happen next. I'm literally just making things up as I go along. So sometimes it is going to be a little bit more exciting than others. Sometimes it's going to be that wasn't too good. That's not down to me. It's just whatever happens, happens, as they say in the deepest forest of the Congo, if you know what I'm talking about. Cheese mandingos. Right, I don't want to drink any more of that. I'm going to keep that. I've got a miniature bottle for the world famous whiskey review. I'm now going to have another Danish beer. Bicycles. Plane just came in there, folks. Sleazy jet. That's weird, because when I checked on my phone for the arrivals, it already had a tick, like it would landed already. So that just proved it's full of shit, because I sat down, I had a couple of whiskies, and then I came in, but by the time I got my camera out, it already landed. But there you go, folks, you can see how close I am to Newcastle Airport. in this bush.
Hey, mate. Hey, mate.
Oh, yes. Please fasten your seatbelts, guys. We are on our way to Benidorm to get smashed burgers. Right. I need to be careful, folks. Because the car just parked up there. Obviously they've came here to watch the airplanes taking off and landing. But I need to play it cool in the gang, obviously. I don't want to get Rumbeload, the old Rumbeload Cup. So let's get back on the old bush dingo, mandingos. As you can see, everything's soaking wet. It's been lashing down, but it's not too bad in Camp Mandingo, as you can see. Oh, my seats fell over. I must have knocked her over, guys. Yes. I tell you what, this is probably the most unique, fantastic spot. There's a security car going round. Every few minutes it goes round, and I still have them good on camaraderie. It's just all about potluck. But yeah, what a fantastic camping spot this is. Don't get me wrong, I know there'll be a few people watching who will see it. My good friend Cowboy Chris, who's got his own YouTube channel, Bonnie Lad Adventures, and what a great channel it is. I think he's got nearly 15,000 subscribers now. Tremendous. There's another car going round there now, guys. Bloody hell. Oh my goodness. I'm putting myself in danger here because this bush will be lighting up like a Christmas tree with this torch on. Yeah, Cowboy Chris, or Bonnie Lad Adventures, I should say, has done 2 Newcastle airport stealth camps. He done one as you walk at the airport and you walk away from it, you've got the Hilton Hotel to the left. So he went past the Hilton Hotel and he camped in some bushes. And then the second time he done one, he was actually outside the airport grounds, but still like Newcastle Airport, and he was on the roundabout. That was a great video. I really enjoyed watching that one. Absolutely fantastic. So, me, being the mandingo I am, I'm not going to copy. Yes, I'm at Newcastle Airport, but I want to do something completely different. I've come right round the back, the old back dingo. Oh shit. Shh. Sorry guys, I've come round the back and I'm hiding in a bush. Shh. I think there's someone walking past. I'll bring it back in a few seconds. Shh. Fuck. Sell us your suntan. Welcome back to wind and rain. Cops. Cops has turned up, guys. citizens on patrol. Police Academy, that wasn't it? Police Academy. Cops, citizens on patrol. Yes, folks, I was just outside the bush having a slash Gordon, and the cop car went past. It's gone over there. That's a dead end. So it's going to turn around and it's going to come back. So let's not mess about. Let's get back in the old bush dingo. I haven't recorded anything, you know, for a good hour or so. It's just been a absolutely chilled out stealth camp. Oh. As you can see, look at this, man. Seats there. The football's still there. Me Baghdad. Oh, you bugger. Me Baghdad is still down there, guys. Wasky is in me little secret spot in the old tree trunk. Oh my goodness. This is all it. What? Start again. I can't get my words out. This is what it's all about. My fan sexualities. Shh, shh. Yeah. There you go, guys. See, I tell you, you had patrol vehicles going round. Jesus. And that's all it takes. That's all it takes to be sitting recording myself with the light on, and I'm bust a blood vessel. That was perfect timing. I heard it. Turn the torch off. Turn the camera around. Unbelievable, as I see on the doodying. But this is like, it's definitely a stealth camp. Don't get me wrong, man, dingoes. But I'm sitting here. It was absolutely lashing down earlier on. There's a bugs flying around. And I was getting a little bit wet, but nothing to complain about. So there's no way I'm going to set my top up. Later on, I'll get my bivvy down. Do you know what it is? I'm going to check the weather on my phone. I might even just put my full mat down, my air mat, my sleeping bag, and I might just camp out open under the old star dingoes, under the old Freddy stars. You better believe it, guys. Alright, I still haven't showed you all my stuff yet, have I? There's just been that much going on, so right, finally, when I bring it back, I'll show you all my shit. Nice. Yes, guys. I drifted off. I've had half an hour sleep. I hit the old snooze button. That's just the way it goes on the Blood Outdoor Show, guys. Listen to that wind noise. Just lying here on the bivvy. I've got the bivvy set up, but I'm just lying on top of it, relaxing with the sound of the wind. It's brilliant, honestly, guys. It's absolutely brilliant. No complaints from this man dingo. Let's have a look and see what drinks we've got left. I've got one more can of Danish lager left. You better believe I have. Talking about the Danish, we have got some Danish salami. I'm going to do some munching Gladbach on that in a few Winnie Mandelas. Sounds like there's a plane. Just came in over there. which goes totally against the times I've been checking on my plane arrivals and departures. Who gives a monkey's toss? Tonight is about camping. You better believe it is. We will get some footage in the morgen of planes taking off and coming in. You better believe it will. For my main meal tonight, we have got some dolmio pasta, tomato and chilli, yes, and we're going to chuck some of these in, cheap and nasty, £1 dinky, only £1, only £1 dinky, chicken and chorizo bites, whack that in there, yes, whack that in with the dolmio. You know it makes sense. For the world famous whiskey review, it's just a miniature, and it's an Indian single malt whiskey, kind of given to me from Nick Ball, the legend, who was known by the name of That's Him with a Dot Hat on YouTube. Yes, guys, Paul John Brilliance, Indian single malt whiskey. We will certainly ding dang do. Look at that bug, the old bug like you.
Hey, mate. Hey, mate. I said, hey, mate. Do you a favour if I ask you nicely? Is there any chance? Is there any chance you'll sell us your jawbone? Your jawbone.
Yes, guys. Oh my God. You know you're losing the plot when you're asking a bug to sell us your jawbone. Paul John Indian whiskey. That's what we've got tonight. My fandingos. I think I've showed you about everything, because the stuff I had earlier on, I've already done some munching Gladbach on. So it's gone dingo mandingos, as they say, in the ghettos of Venezuela. You better believe it, too. I'm in the old kid bivvy, guys. I needn't show you all this. It's got the same shite later as usual. Okay then. I am now going to have some Danish salami, and I'm going to wash that down with a nice Danish beer. And we are now going to see Chateau Neuf de Pape, as they say in the back streets of Brussels. You better believe they do, guys. Rice. You know what time it is? Whiskey time. This is what we have got this week. Paul John Indian, yes, you heard me right, Indian Brilliance single malt whiskey, kindly given to me from a legend. You've heard his name a few times before. A legend by the name of Nick Ball, who's got his own YouTube channel called That's Him with the Daft Hat. What an absolute legend this guy is. A massive, a ginormous fandingo of the Blood Outdoor Show. He has sent me loads of whiskies, rums, brandies, and I'm pretty sure he's going to continue doing it, because he is an absolute legend of a mandingo. Cheers, Nick Ball, my man friend. It is very much appreciated. Sorry, guys. Shh, 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 shh. Someone walking past. Someone walking past with his dog. That was a close one. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Another aeroplane just landed. Oh yes. Don't worry, Mandingos. Inzy Morgan, when we get up and we're nice and fresh, we will get some footage of some planes coming in. The arrival times in the morning, when I've looked online, is just endless. Every 20 minutes, half an hour, there's a different flight coming in from all over Europe. I've just said there was a guy there with his dog, and then there's a flight came in. You wouldn't believe how many weirdos there is. Likes to stand here and watch the airplanes coming in. I'm only joking, mind, when I call people a weirdo. I'm the biggest weirdo in the world. Camping in a bush, doing a world famous Wasky review. So here we go, guys. Paul John, Indian Wasky. From Nick Ball. Get this puppy in the old famous Cub Dingo, Mandy Dingles. Oh yes. Oh my goodness. Here we go, guys, and let's get the old baker around in it. Give that a swirl around. Unleash some sniff dingoes for me to get my big schneckeronian, guys. Quite weak, quite mild, but that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Sometimes you get a weak one, you get a mild one, you get a taste. Oh, it can hit you like a ton of bricks. Yeah, it's quite weak, it's quite mild. If I'm gonna really delve into my sniff dingoes, I will say almost like a smell of vegetables. I know that sounds ridiculous. Yeah. When you say that, vegetables, you're probably thinking, brother, wasky, vegetables, up the old Nostradamus, brother, But vegetables doesn't have to be a bad smell. Imagine being a Sunday afternoon, you've gone out for a nice Toby carvery and you get a smell. Oh yes, listen, there's another plane coming. It's happening now, guys. Is this going to be going on all night long, in the famous words of Lionel Blair? Oh yes. Vegetables, very light, very mild, with a little bit honey. Yes, guys, a little bit of honey. And what a strange combination that sounds, vegetables and honey. But that's enough of the sniffing. Let's get on with the tasting. Ricicles. Oh, that wasn't great. That wasn't great. You know, when you get your cheap and nasty ones, if you've been watching me for a few months, or if you've went back and you've caught it with all the old videos, You might have seen us doing the cheap one from Morrison's or the cheap one from Sainsbury's. That wasn't a nice first taste. Like paint stripper. Not good at all, guys. But sitting in the old bush dingo, it's getting chilly on the old stumpy willy. It is certainly doing the job, dingo mandingos, as a nice chest warmer for this mandingo. You know, it makes sense. It's got some nice warming spices in, I will give it that, which is doing the job for the old chest warmer, like I've just said. I've just put my tongue there around my gums, and as well as the warmth and the tingle from the spices, I did get that little bit of a honey thing. I said honey in the smell, didn't I? Wow, there's loads of activity now here going on there, now that I've focused the camera on my ugly face. Yeah, a little bit honey. Look, there's no beating around the bush. There's no beating around the old Kate bush dingo. It's not a quality one. It's as rough as a badger's arse with sandpaper stuck to it. That's the best way I can describe it. But it's certainly doing the old job, dingo. On a chilly night. That sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? In August, considering a few days ago it was boiling. But it's amazing how cold it can get very quick in the northeast of England. A little bit honey, some spices there. Dare I say a little bit dark chocolate? Yeah? Maybe with dark chocolate in there. Down the hatch, mandingos. The aftertaste coming through there of... Does this sound ridiculous? Like a cigar? I'm not a smoker, but I can remember taking a taste of a cigar off a friend years ago, and it just gave me like a taste of a cigar flavouroonie. Yeah. Is there any need for me to waffle on anymore? Paul John Indian Whiskey, kindly given to me from a legend by the name of Nick Ball. I'm going to give that, not poor, not like it's not shit, you know, and I'm over the moon to have it. It's something different I haven't had before, and that's what I want on the Blood Outdoor Show. But I've got to be honest, I've got to be true to you mandingos and give you an honest review. I'm going to give it, as straight as a die, a bang tider, show a bang tider, a 5.5. Yes, that's all I'm giving it, guys. I'm going to give that Paul John a 5.5 out of 10 dingo mandingos. You know what I'm talking about. This is serious stealth camping. Right. Good mooning mandingos. 9:25. I've slept really well. I've slept a bit longer than I was planning. I had my alarm on for 8 o'clock and I must have slept right through it. You know when you're asleep, but you can still hear everything that's been going on. I've heard loads of planes taking off and landing. You've just heard one there, haven't you? Didn't even cook me food. I might cook it in a minute, we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to get a quick slash Gordon. I'm having to be quiet because I don't know if there's anyone standing around watching the aeroplanes. Bring you back in a seconder. Who's the weirdo in the bush? It's only Blot Outdoors. Right. Come on then, guys. Let's get packed away.
Hey, mate. Hey, mate.
Better late than never, folks. Dolmio pasta breakfast. It's a little bit cold this morning, so I'll get a bit warmth into us. Bang down there, guys. Let's put some of these in, just a few. Chicken and chorizo meatballs. Look like cack, don't they? Little lumps of cack. Matron.
It's the glove of self-love.
Matron. Let's get a little bit of breakfast into us. It's not something you would normally eat for your breakfast. Pasta and chicken and chorizo meatballs. But it is a little bit chilly, so I'm getting a nice warm meal into us. Yeah, that tomato and chilli pasta's okay. It'll do. It'll ding dang do for this man, dingo. Really windy this morning. Try one of these, see what they're like. Alright, snout special, if you know what I'm talking to snout. Right folks, I'm not going to waffle on too much like I normally do when I've had a good drink. I'm as sober as a judge now. I'm going to take this chance to say a big fat mega ginormous thank you to all you absolute legends who have supported my channel, the Blot Outdoor Show, over this last week. Times are hard, I know they are, guys. For you to go out your way and buy me a coffee, 2 coffees, 3 coffees. Got some people sometimes buy like 5 or 10. Unbelievable kindness. Yeah, it is very much appreciated, my fan sexualities. I know everyone's in a position to do that, and I never ask you to. The link is there in the comment section of every video if you want to do so. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I am absolutely over the moon with that. But if you have gone out your way and bought this Mandingo coffee, this one is a big fat mega saurus. Thank you to all you legends. Cheers, guys. I really do appreciate it more than anything in the world. There's your names down there and down there. You better believe it is. Each and every one of you is absolute legend. Right, I'm going to finish this off, and I'm not going to lie to you. It's shite. It's absolutely shite. And I'm glad I didn't have it for my main meal last night, because I always enjoy my main meal when I'm out camping. So yeah, absolute shite. So that's everything packed away, folks. See, we had the bivvy down there, Baghdad ready to put on my old macaroni bin diesel with all my shite. Let's have a quick look outside, make sure there's no one around before we make a move for it. Coast is clear. But they lost some balance. Right, I need to carry this out first. I need to carry my bag out because I won't be able to get out the gap there with it on my back. Let's get one last look at the place where I spent the night. In the bush behind Newcastle Airport. Oh, it's blowing a gale plat. It's now time to make a move for it, guys. Here we go. There's no one around, and I'm taking this football for my son Preston. Oh yes, my Mandy Dingles. Another successful stealth camp completed. So that's it, folks. That's the end of this week's stealth camping adventure. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've had a fantastic time as usual. You better believe I have. If you have liked it, guys, please give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. It really does help the channel, and I do read every comment, and I'll try and get back to as many people as possible. That's it then. Please join me on Wednesday night for my next wild camping adventure. Next Friday for another takeaway review, and obviously next Sunday for another serious stealth camp. You know what I'm talking about, and you know what makes absolute, complete and total utter sense. Rice cakes.
Oh, matron.
You know, it's make total sense, mate. Very nice.